Hey guys, Huff a day. How's everybody's Monday, Memorial Day going? So I just wanted to get out here. I don't know if you saw the thumbnail or not, um, but I wanted to get out here and do a little work before the storm hits our area. I know to the west of where I'm at here in Texas, there's storms brewing over there, even north of us, but the one that's west of me is a little closer. And actually, just before walking out the door, my hubby had it on the news channel, and it was talking about people in that area to be taking shelter. And according to the forecast, or at least the radar, I have maybe a couple of hours. I probably won't be out here that long. Really, I just wanted to do a quick ride along, do a live. Hey, Tornado. Thank you. How are you doing? Yeah, I was just talking about the weather in our area. Basically today and tomorrow, it's not going to be looking good. Show you that's what, there are, can't really see it, but there are parts of the area that, I mean, it's cloudy. You got some dark clouds for sure. What was that? We just had a brief storm. Yeah, to the west of us, there is one that's brewing that's requiring that area to, seek shelter. And then the north part of Texas, especially, Dallas, Fort Worth area, they seem to get a lot of bad storms that way. But like I said, I just want to get out here and do a little gig work, and hopefully you guys will ride along with me, and hopefully I don't get stormed. Hi there, thank you for popping in. I've got my DoorDash and Uber Eats on. Just gonna go to one of my regular spots to wait for offers to come in. Look at this. Look at the car to the left. And people do that when they miss the exit back there. Because if he had continued going straight, to the left of me is the toll road. But good evening. If you're new to my channel, I am live streaming from the central part of Texas, just north of Austin. And I apologize for those that are coming in. I might not be able to see everybody. I think I see Mike in there. Hey, Mike. But once I get to a spot to where I can actually look at my phone more clearly, of course. Really? Not for $28. Yeah, I know, $28 sounds like a lot, but it was going to take more than an hour of my time. And I don't want to get too far from where I live, because as you guys can see with the clouds, I want to be able to make a quick dart home if I have to. hopefully everybody's having a good day. Not getting rained out or stormed out. I know we got some rain in the middle of the night. We actually woke up to high winds. Well, I won't say high winds, but it was windy enough to be making the trees beside our house, knock on the window. No rain. Oh, okay, I just noticed him saying that. Hey, Nana. Good evening. It's 5:21 here for me in Texas. How are you? It's really cute seeing the videos that you're showing of your grandbabies. I have 4 of my own. And only my oldest has been in any of my videos or live streams. I mean, I know it's a holiday weekend, and actually, speaking of my grandbabies, they are out for the summer. I thought they only had a 4-day weekend, and my daughter was like, nope, it is summertime. Do I want to do this one? That's 2 restaurant pickups and 2 customer drops. No. Like I said, I don't want to. I mean, look at the clouds over there. Like I said, the storm is actually west of us. All right, let me see. Nana, Mike. Who else popped in there? Jow. I don't know if I said that right. Tornado, but thank you guys for popping in. Like I said, I do have Uber Eats and I have DoorDash on, but I'm trying not to take any high mile offers, because like I said, we over the next 2 hours, I believe, but you just never know when a storm might pop up in your area, so I don't want to go too far, but I love being an Anna. Aw, me too. I've got the youngest one he's my grandson, and then the older 3 are girls. So I got 3 girls and a boy. But look, this is that storm that it doesn't tell. Nope. Okay. But see, got the storm to the west of us, and then of course the north part of Texas is dealing with their weather up there. So, but this is going to be slowly working its way over here, I believe. And it actually might be here sooner than I thought. What? Wait, what? Hold on. Why isn't this showing me the actual time? Alright, let me try that again. That's weird. Alright, let me look at my local. Yeah. So that storm that's west of us has some yeah, that's the storm that's west of us right now has some tornado warnings over there. Marble Falls area, just north of Fredericksburg. So yeah, I don't want to get too far. All right, let's see if we get that one.
Head to your pickup at Arby's.
All right, so I got, it's a 2 customer pickup and a 2 drop off. Didn't look far, so I gotta go to Arby's and then on to DQ. Hey, Heather. Mason is on the tornado area. Okay, so my hubby is also going to be, thank you, Mike, is definitely going to be keeping me posted on what do you call that? If I need to head home now and just so I don't get caught in the rain and especially the storm. But we're on our way to Arby's, which is literally just around the corner from where I was parked. How's it going, Heather? Are you out working?
Turn left.
Aw, thank you. How is it in your area? How's the weather? Whoops. I was going to go to Wendy's instead of Arby's.
Pick up on the left.
Cloudy, supposed to rain. Yeah, my area is about to get some storms probably within the next hour or two. I'm just hoping it doesn't happen while I'm out and about. All right, so I'm at my first pickup. I'll be right back. Yeah, I love to throw a wrench in there and confuse people when I comment from my second channel. I created Hanging with Guam Gal because I do like to share about my culture, you know, being from Guam. So my language, especially cooking. I was a little confused, but I figured it out. All right, let's see what you got there, DQ. I meant DoorDash. No. All right, let's pause you for a minute, DoorDash. All right. So we're on our way to DQ for our second pickup. But yeah, I mean, because although I do still do cooking on this channel, the my Gig Life channel, because that's why I call my channel GigLife-N-More. Who just said that? Hi Samira, thank you so much for popping in. I am doing well, and I don't know if you can see all the clouds. I'm just hoping that I don't get stormed out. I'm only planning on being out here for about an hour or so to try and make some money, do my live stream. But thank you for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate that. Situus Maasi. But since you're new to my channel, I am based here in Texas, Central Texas, actually just north of Austin. But a lot of the content you'll see, of course, is about gig work, but I do so much more on it: cooking, crafting, sightseeing, driving. Okay, I just want to make sure okay, there it is. Hey Presley, see, my chat sometimes likes to freeze on me, so I apologize if I don't respond right away. How's it going, Presley? I'm holding up my fist now to represent the boxing glove. Well, we're on the way to DQ for my second customer's pickup. Doing good, doing good. I'm just really hoping that while I'm out here, even though it's going to be for a short period, that I don't get rained out on. I think my rain cone is still in here just in case, but there's DQ. One, two, stop, ready, go. So to make it easier for me to get out of here, I'm going to reverse into this spot. Let's go. All right. BRB. So, I don't get that. Thank you, Nana. Um, I don't get how for DQ, um, they put both hot and cold stuff together. All right. Ground floor, thank goodness. All right. Especially if you're picking up from an ice cream place and they're ordering food on top of getting ice cream, I would think they would try to bag the ice cream stuff separately. But as Mike the Bike Dasher would say, I digress. You know, I don't think I ever since Mike, I don't know if you're still watching. Hey, Don. Good evening. I don't think I ever looked it up. What exactly does digress mean? Does it mean I give up, or... Mike, if you're still there, what does digress mean? I digress. 16 hours. Did you have a long day? Wow. Honestly, I don't know if I could sleep 16 hours. I think the longest I've slept was like maybe 10. Oh my. Even if I've been, you know, when you're extremely exhausted, if you've been up for more than 24 hours, I think even at that stage, I think the longest was maybe 10 hours. Oh, wow. Well, it was a well-needed rest. Or at least I hope it was a good rest. To leave the main subject temporarily. Okay. Okay. Now I know. Thank you. Going straight. Thank you for telling me that, because like I said, I didn't know what it meant. I mean, but in some form, I guess, it's almost like giving up temporarily. Okay, what did I miss? Mike does say that a lot. He does. Sleep, not slept. I feel great. That is good. Oh, shoot. Looks like I'm going to have to, I missed my turn back there. I'm originally from Guam. You're in Hawaii, right? Don? If I'm thinking of the right person. Oh, you're in Minnesota. Oh, Nana's in Minnesota. Okay, sorry. I apologize if I'm not responding to the right person. But Nana, I'm here in Texas, north of Austin, in a not so small town anymore. Georgetown. But I'll catch up once I park here in reference to the messages. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, I hate it when it do that. Okay. Okay, that's tray. That means I'm going to have to go to the other side of this building. Okay. Normally I don't have the camera pointing towards where my drop-off is at, but I want you guys to be my witness. I'm supposed to be going back there. All right, who is this? This is DQ. I'll be right back. Okay. That was on the other side. Okay. So heading back that way. All right, on to the next. Where did you say you're from? I'm from here in Minnesota. How has today been? I was going to work, but my body said nope. I feel you on that, Don. It's okay, everyone calls me Yvonne. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. I was wondering if that's what you meant, Yvonne. Okay, nice to meet you, Yvonne. Oh, wait, Don, you're the one that's here. Okay, so you've been to this place? Ah, okay. But most of the time, especially if it's a house, I even though it's a public record and everything like that, me personally don't like having the camera pointed right at the residence. That's just me. I know I've seen a lot of gig tubers out there who record themselves or while they're live streaming walking up to the house, but it's just me. Alright, so we're 2 minutes from the next destination. I don't like being there though. I'd rather stay around IKEA. Oh yeah? I think, because sometimes we've worked Round Rock, Cedar Park, and even Pflugerville, but I guess my problem really is because some of the orders would take us to where we would need to be on the busier roads. And when you're in bigger areas like those towns, it just adds to your driving time. That's why I don't mind being in the smaller, or like I said, Georgetown isn't small anymore. So, but because when we drive to Glean, we like working out there for Spark because most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, a lot of the orders are 6 miles or less for delivery. I don't normally work that area. Anderson Mill is where yeah. When we were in Austin a few days ago, I don't know if you guys heard or not. I know we were briefly talking about it on my last live stream, but my father-in-law was in the hospital for a few days. He suffered a heart attack and had to have another 2 more stents, procedures to install stents into his arteries. So, he's fine. He's at home. He's recovering. He's resting, or at least he's supposed to be resting. Knowing my father-in-law, I guess that's part of also where my husband gets it from, being stubborn when they're supposed to be resting. But when we were in Austin, after we were done visiting with my father-in-law, my husband asked if, wanted to, because there was a Walmart not far from the hospital. And I'm like, nope, no, thank you. Just driving in Austin, every time we're driving in Austin, it's always busy. There's just too much going on that I would prefer. I'm just not as comfortable. Look at these people. They're just right in the road, acting like there's nobody driving up. They're walking their dogs. Okay. Okay, I don't know. Okay, that's one. Did I pass it? No. Okay, is this it? Is this it? Okay. Maybe I shouldn't block their driveway. My next delivery. Meet at door. All right, BRB. Okay, lock. Did I lose my shift? Okay. Oh dang, I'm sorry. Thank you. You're very North Austin, half Cedar Park. And we've worked the Cedar Park area. The Walmart, I mostly do Shipt and Spark. Yes, I used to do Shipt. But I don't know. Out of all the apps that I signed up and was doing, Shipt was the one that I wasn't really getting much in reference to offers. So I started, slowing down, and then I just stopped. And then Grubhub was the same thing, because they're notorious for high miles. So then I ended up stopping. Okay, where did I come in from? Did I come in from? All right, let me see if I can find my way out of here. I think I was. I'm just gonna pull over for a second. Get my bearings of where I'm at. Okay, which way am I going? Yeah, I was supposed to turn back there. So yeah, I'm just gonna turn around. I've never done anything but DoorDash, thinking about expanding, but DoorDash keeps me. Well, that's good. If DoorDash is keeping you busy in your area, my hubby prefers to do Spark, but I don't mind doing DoorDash and Uber Eats. Sometimes I treat them more as a filler when we're concentrating on Spark. But sometimes, like right now, it's the only ones that I'll be working, DoorDash and Uber Eats. So you have Grubhub and only done 2. Yeah, my Grubhub account has basically been suspended, only because due to not using it. So I think it was like maybe last month when I was like, okay, it's been a while, let me turn Grubhub on and see. And I was getting these messages, and I was like, I basically have to contact them for them to take the suspension off my account. So yeah. Okay. Hold on. I thought I was... Nope. That's not even $1 a mile. All right. What was I saying? No, not even $1 a mile. Okay, I was talking about Grubhub. Definitely not even that's backwards. I mean, yeah, some of these low miles are fine. No, that's going into Round Rock. I don't want to go out of town, so. Alright, I'm coming up to a stoplight and then I can focus on the messages. The only app I've ever made it to a diamond status was on Instacart. For both Uber Eats and DoorDash, I mean, I think the highest I got on my AR for Uber Eats was probably the upper 60s before it just started to tank and they were sending a lot of, lousy offers. And then it was the same thing for DoorDash. I don't think I ever made it to platinum. I only got as high as gold. I mean, even when I was concentrated, because the first app I did was Uber Eats. And for the first several months, it was nothing but Uber Eats. And I was still learning the ropes. So I would be taking I basically started out to where as long as it's 50 cents a mile. And then I was like, okay, at least it needs to be paying 75 cents a mile. And then I rose it to $1, and now I'm closer for it to be worth it, really, especially for miles. I try to, $2, because I also look at the round trip if I have to, spend miles coming back to an area where I can go back to getting offers. Uh-oh. Really? Someone was pulled over right here? I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Nope, that's going to Round Rock. However, I do want to trade in my car. I wish we could. We bought the Kia off my daughter, my eldest daughter, not realizing that Kias, thanks to whoever decided to post on YouTube on how easy it is, Kia sucks right now to be able to insure. It's expensive. It is expensive. Alright, so I'm going to go to a different waiting spot. Bear with me a moment or two, and then I can look at the messages again. You got HEB to the right. Bumpity bump bump. Woo! So this is nope. So this is a clinic. I know it looks a little bit, I guess it's a smaller hospital. It's a surgery center. But this is where we like to park sometimes, waiting for offers, because there's the HEB right over there. And then you got the restaurants right on the other side of the hospital. Lock. All right, talk to me, people. What did I miss? Okay. I saw Tyler crash on 620 and Palmer on Friday. Oh, man. There was actually right here on this road, University, and it involved a cop on a motorcycle. It was a fatal accident. And I believe this was like maybe 2-3 weeks ago. But that is another reason, one of the reasons why my hubby doesn't like me going out here by myself. Especially when I do my live streams. Do you have a Kia, Don? Alright guys, I know it might be busy, but I'm gonna take a chance. I know my hubby doesn't like doing it, but for the sake of my live stream, we are gonna do a COD. No, it's a COD. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off Uber so that's not chiming in my ear. I'm supposed to collect $20 and some change, so we'll see. This will be, I believe, my 4th time doing a COD for pizza. So send out some positive vibes that they do a decent tip. But they're not far from the pizza place. So let me hit start order, and we're going to Pizza Hut. On average, like I said, I believe this is going to be my 4th or 5th of a COD on a pizza order. And I think it was my 3rd one. It was my 2nd or 3rd one. And it was a COD. It was someone who had ordered for a friend, and it was being delivered to the friend. Well, the friend did not realize that the person who ordered for them didn't pay for it, and wasn't expecting, to pay for the delivery, the pizza when I got there. So in that situation, we got to keep the pizza, because, you know, once the food leaves the restaurant, it cannot be returned for whatever the reason is. You're supposed to dispose of the food. So after that, it'd been quite a while before I decided to do another COD. And I try to keep it to where the miles are really low. So, but on average, I've gotten tipped, minus that one that didn't get delivered, between $3 and $5, which I guess would be kind of typical when, you know, I stick to the low mile ones, where they're only like 1 to 3 miles from the restaurant. So we shall see how this one's going to turn out. But at least I'm going to end up, you know, hopefully everything goes well. At the minimum, at the minimum, I'll be walking away with at least $20 and some change. Who else popped in there? Hey, Dean, good evening. Well, Mr. Melissa isn't with me. He's actually at home. Hi, Richard, good evening. Walmart or Amazon for tires? If you're talking about my video that I just posted earlier today, the more you know. We actually like, just as long as they carry the brand that we want. For our Acura, my hubby orders the Continental. All season. They're a little bit on the pricey side, but they're worth it. They've got, the ratings are good, and the mileages on them are a lot better. Because especially when you're doing gig work, you are definitely putting a lot of miles on your tires. And the ratings on some of the lower priced ones, if you're doing this full time, you can rack up those miles rather quickly. So we get Continental, and we have actually ordered from Walmart. All right. But if you're just now popping in, I am on my way to Pizza Hut. It's a COD, cash on delivery, if I didn't say that already. For those of you guys that are here and do gig work, do you guys ever take COD orders? You've gotten a lot of free food here. Oh no, that's crazy. You gave good advice. Thank you, Yvonne. I definitely, and I know I wasn't being straightforward when it comes to the self-defense part, but you know how some people can be. I was being a little bit coy with the ways you can use your keys to pay attention to the soft point. So if you haven't watched that video, go and watch it. But years ago, I did take martial arts, and we did offer women's self-defense. You know, and it really doesn't take a whole lot if you know your basics. Especially, my husband always likes to joke, because of the fact that he knows that I took martial arts long ago, that he's like, you always like to hurt me. You're hitting me on the pressure points. Okay. I've gotten a lot of people here lately. After my engine is replaced, I will need to work on my tires. Oh my, your engine, oh boy, talk about expensive. Sorry about that, Yvonne. Hey, Richard. Oh, you took the COD off right away? I figured out the soft spots you talked about in your own coy way. I don't like carrying money around. I can defend myself. That's why my kids don't mind me doing this. Ah, well, that's good. That is good. Like I said, as long as you can have the basics, if you know basics and some key striking points. But the other key thing is, too, is just even practicing the motion. Because if you can practice the motion, you know, of the areas to pay attention to, if you can, it'll, in some way, especially if you do it often enough, it'll become almost like a second nature. But if you do have any other key points, no pun intended, to add in reference to self-defense, something that you would think is simple but effective, comment on that video. Comment on that video and let me know. Delivery only. All right. BRB. To lock my doors as soon as I get out of my car. That's right. Let me grab my pizza bag. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Happy Memorial Day, Corey. Hey, ask Pizza Hut if they have... What? They have the Dasher card. What's the Dasher card? If they don't even have the... Because... I think it was only Mr. Gaddy's was the only pizza place that I know of that had even the DoorDash bags. Oh, really? Oh, wow. I didn't even know that. You would think they would offer it when you say, yes, I've got a DoorDash order. How's it going, Corey? I'll have to remember that later, Dawn, the next time. Oh, it just started? All right. 4 minutes to our destination. I'll have to remember that next time. So is it just for the drivers? Or those that use DoorDash to pick up from? you just, okay. Yeah, I only just started working literally when I started the live stream. And this is only my second order. I had a double pickup, and then I parked and waited, and then I got this one. It's a COD, and I think it's going to a hotel. Have you done a COD yet, Corey? Cash on delivery, and I've only known it for pizza. I don't know if, honestly, I don't know if any other restaurants do CODs, but not. It says DD, but ladies, I give it to. Gotta love these roundabouts. Yeah, I believe it's going to hotel. Because this isn't a house, I'm going to go ahead and keep the camera pointing towards where my drop-off is going to be. And let's see. Hopefully it's on the first floor. Okay. Looks like we're going to Days Inn. Looks like we're all going to Days Inn. It's either going to be the first floor or the second floor. And looks like it's going to be the second floor. You guys still might be able to see me. Actually, it's going to be on the other side. So I'm going to actually drive around to the other side. But yeah, for sure I'm going to the second floor. That's just my seatbelt. Yeah. Okay, is it this side? No. I think that person is waiting. Okay, yeah. I think it's this person right here that's waiting. All right, BRB. Hi. Yes. Okay. Even because I opened the door, it won't turn the alarm off. All right, door's locked. Well, I guess I spoke too soon. And I know my hubby is like, see, that's why. That's why we don't do CODs. This new freaking phone keeps changing my... Oh, are you doing voice to text? I also don't like it because then you need to have money on yourself and I don't carry cash. Yeah, I was texting a customer and it changed my words to them. About that. Uh-oh. So it was 20 and some change, 20.57 to be exact. And woohoo, look at all them dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills, y'all. Woohoo, look at that. Dollar bills. They gave me $22. It was $20.57, and they gave me $22. Like, I know he's saying, I told you so. Those CODs are crap. So now that's my new low for a COD. Yeah. So that's my new low. I said I've gotten, what was it, $3 to $5 was the average on the ones I've done before. All right, so I've got my doors locked. I'm still paying attention to my surroundings, but I just want to show you guys when I did that pickup at Dairy Queen. I don't know if you guys have been into any of your local restaurants today or in the last couple of days, but they're the only ones that I saw had something set up to honor, veterans and military. I'm sorry, not the veterans, but the military we've lost, in honor of Memorial Day. But they had this set up as soon as you walk in the door. They had a table, they had a flag there, and then they had the TV. It was running different scenes on there. I believe I've seen it in Chili's and Applebee's. All right, let's see what the storm is looking like. I've got a low mileage order for Pizza Hut and low pay. They gave me a $20. Oh, that is awesome, Don. All right, let's see what the radar is showing. Blue dot is me, and there's the storm that's gotten closer. What sucks about a 3-day weekend is that for the rest of the week people aren't going to spend like they normally do. That is true. That is so very true. I mean, it's the end of the month, so you've got payday around the corner. So supposedly around 8:30 is when it's going to hit my area. But this is what the forecast is showing. That definitely is a whole lot of lightning. So we got a lot of heavy stuff coming towards us, Don. It's gonna hit me first. Yeah. Oh, and when the person came down, he did confirm the name, so he knew, and he was on the second floor, by the not far from the room number that it showed in the app. So, because a lot of the times when they meet you, especially if it's not technically at their I always ask them to confirm the name. But I am gonna go ahead and head back. I said I was only gonna be about an hour and a half out here, so my live stream has been going on for an hour and 18 minutes now. I just don't want to take the chance. Oh, okay. I just don't want to take the chance of getting caught, especially if something decides to pop up. So let me end this. Oh. But that way you guys can see the skies. They are still dark. No, I went ahead and turned off the apps. I was just going to keep the live stream going a little bit longer, but not to just go ahead and turn off the apps. I thought, honestly, I thought, especially for restaurant deliveries tonight, yeah, I mean, I've only been at it for an hour, so, or over an hour, so I don't know what it was like a little earlier in the day, if though that's where the better offers were. Woo! What was that? Oh, snap! This truck right here next to me blew a freaking tire. I mean, I just heard a pop. I just heard a pop. And now I can't put my phone back up. I just heard a pop. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but I just heard a pop, and I look over my shoulder and I see smoke kicking up. I think that was a dump truck. I'm not sure. There was smoke coming, and I think he had a blown tire. Not a flat. I mean, it was, like I said, I don't know if you guys caught it from all the car noise, the road noise, because I'm driving, but my phone doesn't have the magnetic thing on the back of it for me to be able to just pop my phone up there. It's another one of those the claw-like things, so I can't just pop my phone up there with one hand. But I had to show you guys. I don't know if you guys caught that or not. But it can be scary. Thankfully, both, no issue from it, but that was a little freaky, because all I hear was a loud pop. And gunfire is not like the way TV and movies make it sound like. Nope. They literally can sound just like popping sounds. It's not a bang. They're actually, well, I guess it could also depend on the weapon you're using, but hopefully everybody is having a wonderful evening. Don, I hope you're getting your rest. Well, more rest. Okay. Hold on a second. This car next to me, I was a little bit leery. It's a BMW, but I was a little bit leery of it if it was an unmarked cop car. Because if you watched one of my previous live streams, during my live stream, I got pulled over. So, and it was because I had, the way I had my phone set up, I had one phone that I was working my apps from, and then the other phone was doing the live stream like I'm doing right now. But he pulled me over, and I'm sure that it was for that, but he told me that he pulled me over because of expired tags. Yeah, of course my tags were expired at that time, but he was behind me. How could he have seen my expired tags? Because as we know, it has a license plate. We were having to do that, but you have your registration up at the front corner, and then the registration sticker on your license plate. Well, anyway, okay, so I don't know if I'm still buffering. Okay, so I don't know if I'm still buffering. Okay, there I am. Okay, there I am. Okay, so I don't know where you guys lost me at, but talking about the cop, he was behind me. He would have known that my tags were, expired was if he ran my plates. And the only way I guess I would have caught his attention to run my plates in the first place is by seeing multiple phones. Made him curious as to what's going on. Thankfully, he let me off with a warning. Doggies. So now when I go back to replay, my hubby said when on the stream, he said he could hear it. He said he could hear the pop. So I'm definitely going to look into that. And I'm going to see if I can turn that into a quick short like I've done before. When I got pulled over on that live stream, I turned that into a short video. But that's, another reason why I don't mind that that I like going live when I'm by myself and doing the live stream, because things happen, and I have my live stream as my witness. I have my live stream to record so other people can see. Okay, Don, have a good evening. Thank you so much for being here. Stay safe out there. But look, babe, we got money. Dollar bill, y'all, babe. We got $22. So be on the lookout for that short of a truck losing its tire. But you too, Yvonne, you have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everybody that hung out with me and chatted with me as I was doing my short gig live stream tonight. Keep coming back. Don't forget to smash the like button. But until then, like I said, stay safe out there, whatever you guys are doing. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll catch you guys on the next live stream or video. Bye. Adios for now. Bye. Sorry, Caleb. Hi. I just got home from doing a short stint, so I've got some weather coming in, so I don't want to be out here too much longer. But you gotta rewind the live stream. But I am going to what do you call that? Go back to the video where I heard, and you hear a pop. I think it was a dump truck. But like I said, I have to go back and watch that. And because someone had a blown tire on the highway. But anyways, Caleb, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for popping in, even if it was really short. Have a good night, y'all. Adios for now. Bye. Whoopsie. Let's try then. Bye.